So we're not quite sure if this one is for sale. It's one of our founder members' bikes. He keeps parking it down here and abandoning it for weeks and weeks on end. So Neil, if you don't pick it up soon, we're going to sell it. Okay, so we're here down at Bikes in Shoreditch, obviously, with an investor and friend of ours, Neil McNicol. Neil kindly raided his piggy bank for us to help us get this place set up, and we rewarded him by selling loads of bikes, helmets, gear and all sorts of stuff.
Great reward.
And this is one of your latest purchases, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's the Street Twin by Down and Out, which you will have seen on a previous video when we told Neil to come pick his bike up, and here he is today picking his bike up. So thanks for that. Got pitched 3 months ago and left, and here I am. Yeah, 3 months. It was a long time.
It was cold.
You've been on bike trips since then, haven't you?
Yeah, I went to Cambodia, did off-road in Cambodia. Yeah. Went to be with Jerry, but he cancelled last minute. Yeah. Which was fantastic. That was a 2-week trip, all off-road, 250cc Hondas.
Was your first time off-road?
First time. I'd done 2 days training.
Right, 2 days.
Which was a bit painful. Yeah. Came off about 40 times, but that's okay.
But it was all part of the fun.
All part of the fun.
So, apart from us saying you should buy this bike, why did you go for it? Yeah. Out of everything else that you could have had.
What I like about this bike is I like the way Down and Out do it. I really like the way they get the chunky tyres. They've got the cutback mud guards, and I like how it's really authentic and it's really customised. And I liked, normally I wouldn't have gone for a white bike, but I like the cream, I like the brown saddle, I like the exhaust. And I like the way the bike rode. It rides really, it's quite hard suspension, so it rides quite hard, but it's fast as well, so I really enjoy the bike. And I like the look of it.
And you're a busy guy as well, so you can't be dealing with classic bikes that don't work all the time, so you need to be able to get here, press the button and go. I'm
a busy guy, I can't deal with classic bikes, plus I don't know how they operate. So I don't want to get my hands covered in oil. I want something that will work, but I want it to look a little bit different, and I want it to perform.
And this isn't by any stretch your first bike, you're sort of a lifetime biker. What sort of stuff have you had in the past?
I've had Harleys, I've got a Street Glide just now, I've got a Harley Sportster that was done up by Rolling Sands, I've got a Scrambler, Ducati Scrambler that I use for every day in London. That's fantastic bike, great fun.
You've got your name down for the new 1100?
Yeah, got the new 1100 because the Scrambler's great for town, but I wanted something I could do more trips on and maybe go a bit further, so I've got my name down for that.
Well, I'm riding it on the 22nd of March, I think, in Lisbon, so I'll send you a text and let you know what it's like. But it's going to be a good one, isn't it?
You can even take me with you. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great bike. I really think the Scrambler, I'd had a Monster before, but I think the Scrambler takes it to a different level and they're doing really well. But I like it. But I also like the Triumph Scrambler. I like the Triumph bike.
We were riding those, we actually took those off-road last Monday and had a great time on them.
Yeah, I like them.
And have you got anything planned for this bike for this year?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm doing a trip with Charlie Borman. We're going to South Africa in August, but I wouldn't do this bike. But and then I'll do some trips in Spain with the Street Glide. We've just come back from a trip in September. One of my pals had an accident, so if Patrick sees this, get better soon, and we're thinking of you. But no, this bike's mainly for London and for day-to-day use, as the Scrambler is as well.
And what are you planning to ride when you go with Charlie on a trip?
He's talking about a BMW, either the 1100 or the Triumphs, the big Triumph. So we'll probably do that. But I might wimp out and do the 800.
And you're going to hold on to this for a while?
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
I normally, bikes, you know, I normally get a bike and then I see something else. It's like walking the dog and you see someone's dog's nicer than yours. But this bike I love, and I like the way the guy in Down and Out actually built it for himself and then wanted to sell it.
So Carl's bike, was it?
Yes, it was Carl's bike. Yeah. I loved the way, and I loved the way he drove it down the back of my van, and he told me everything about it. And I just wouldn't want to sell this bike. I like all the details, so I'm going to keep this bike.
Yeah. Can we fire it up? Because the guys on YouTube always give us grief if we don't fire bikes up.
Sure.
See if you can get the start button lottery, because I can never work out when they have these Motone switches which one to go for.
Well, I was on there using the horn and everybody starts shouting at me.
So it's not crazy loud, but
it's not crazy loud, but it's loud enough. It's loud enough that people know you're there. Yeah. You can come up behind in heavy traffic, give it a bit of a gun, and everyone knows you're there. So it's, you know, that's why I like it. But it's not offensively loud. But it's got a nice wee grunt to it, and it's fast enough. You know. Yeah. That's why I like it. You can see the pipes and that. You know, it's got a good feel to it.
So you are actually going to ride it home today? You're not going to stay and have a drink and
it's bloody freezing. I've got my long johns, my thermals. I'm not in one drink. Mint tea. That's
nothing
it.
at all.
Nothing at all.
It's not like Dutch's f***ing raucous bike, which...
Yeah, but Dutch is like that. He's a bit tacky. He's a raucous chap.